G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Friday, the 1st of May. And we're going to see a very warm day for May through much of southeastern Australia. And that's thanks to this high pressure system in the Tasman Sea that has been bringing this prolonged period of warm, dry and sunny weather to much of southeastern Australia. And that's all ahead of a pretty big cold front moving into the Great Australian Bight. And that's going to bring showers, strong and gusty winds, rain and thunderstorms to parts of South Australia on Friday. Onshore flow will continue to bring showers through parts of the New South Wales and southeast Queensland coast on Friday, and also up around the North Tropical Coast as well. We'll see some showers there. But for much of Tasmania, Victoria, New South Wales, inland Queensland, eastern SA, NT and WA, we're going to see some fairly dry conditions, although cold and gusty winds and showers will bring some wet weather to southern parts of WA on Friday. But let's have a look at all of this in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, onshore flow keeping things cool to mild for this time of year. Showers continuing again around southeast Queensland, maybe the Whitsundays, and also up around the North Tropical Coast. Warm, dry and sunny weather though continuing for much of our inland areas of Queensland, with temperatures in the high 20s to low 30s. We're only looking at mid to high 20s for much of coastal areas of Queensland. Southeast Queensland looking at a showery and mild day. Brisbane, showers and 25 degrees. Moving up into, or down I should say, into New South Wales. Onshore flow continuing to keep showers there through the northern rivers, down to the mid-north coast as well. Maybe a couple of those also getting down to the Central Coast, Gosford and the Newcastle area. That's also keeping a lid on temperatures, only getting into the low to mid-20s. Further inland, we're looking at a warm and sunny day. Temperatures in the mid to high 20s with lots of sunshine. And those winds will freshen out in western New South Wales as well, ahead of that cold front in South Australia. Sydney looking at showers and 24 degrees. Canberra, a cool start with a sunny day and 22. Moving down into Victoria, and if you're looking at these numbers, you'd think it's March rather than the first day of May, with temperatures in the mid to high 20s with strong and gusty winds. And some locations in Victoria, particularly through Western Victoria, could see one of their warmest May days on record, with temperatures getting up into the high 20s. That's around 10 to 12 degrees above average for much of the state on Friday. So a warm day for this time of year on the way. Melbourne looking at a warm and windy 26 degrees with lots of sunshine. Moving down into Tasmania, and a similar story. These numbers you'd see more so towards February, March rather than the first day of May. And Tasmania also looking at a warm, dry and windy day with temperatures there 10, 12, even 14 degrees above average in some locations for this time of year. Hobart looking at 26 degrees and partly cloudy skies. And we could see a number of locations in central and southern Tasmania may also approach or exceed their warmest May day on record. So some unusual heat for this time of year for this part of the world. Moving up into South Australia, and all eyes will be on this cold front moving into the Great Australian Bight and far western parts of South Australia during the day on Friday and into Friday night. But ahead of it, you can see a very warm and windy day on the way. Temperatures in the high 20s to low 30s for much of the state. And once again, for the first day of May, this is very warm for this time of year. And a few locations, maybe in southeastern South Australia, may approach their warmest May day on record. While warm, dry and windy, again, similar to what we'd see maybe in March rather than early May. Temperatures are at or above 30 degrees for much of the state. Adelaide, 29 degrees and partly cloudy, with those winds freshening and cloud increasing during the evening hours, and then this rain sweeping across much of the state on Saturday. Moving over in WA, and they're the other side of this cold front. So they'll be getting these cold southerly winds sweeping up behind this trough and cold front. So we're seeing below average temperatures for much of southern parts of WA, with temperatures only in the mid to high teens for some areas, which is around 3 to 7 degrees below average for this time of year, being early May. And those cold, wet and windy conditions could lead to sheep grazers alerts as well around the southern coastal parts of WA. Not much rain with it, maybe some showers and thunderstorms in southeastern parts of WA and just coastal showers for southern areas, but staying mostly dry through southwestern parts of the state and through much of the wheat belt. A cool 18 degrees in Perth, lots of 15s and 17s elsewhere, but the wind could make it feel even colder than that. And those cool temperatures even getting up to Geraldton and even into parts of the Pilbara, with temperatures only reaching the low 30s there. Moving up into the Northern Territory and much of Northern Australia, you can see here not much rain across much of Northern Australia. And that's a sign that the dry season is pretty much beginning. Though we're still going to see some showers across the top end as well. And 1st of May is the official start of the dry season. So apart from these showers across the top end during the afternoon and evening hours, warm, dry and sunny weather for much of the Cape, the NT and into the Kimberley as well. Temperatures in the low 30s in the south, low to mid 30s in the north. Darwin, a possible shower and 33 degrees. So with all this weather starting to build across southern parts of the country tomorrow and the weekend, remember you can always get the latest forecast for your area via our website, app and social media, and we'll see you again for the weekend forecast tomorrow.